everyone, welcome to your weekly edition of Show Me How It's Done. My name is Lauren Urbonis and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Now this is a very special card for a very special week because Saturday just happens to be yours truly's birthday. So I like to just enjoy this week leading up to my birthday, and I just call it my birthday week. So I have had a lot of fun playing with some crafts, getting together with some friends, and who knows what the weekend has in store. Nathan has yet to let me know what the secret is, but usually the rule is I don't cook supper and I don't care beyond that. So welcome to my birthday week and a birthday card in celebration of that. We had to play one last time this summer with the gorgeous Magnolia mood, but I also threw in my favorite papers from the Lily Pond Lane suite because they're pretty peacock and they're so fun. Kids are also going back to school this week. It is crazy. I can't believe how fast the summer has gone. So I hope you guys have had a great summer. Maybe drop in the comments below what you've done, what your favorite thing this summer was. I would love to hear about it. So if you'd like to follow along with me, please join me today. We're going to make a puzzle card, a puzzle slider card. Kind of looks fun from the top and the sides, but it comes together in just a really easy way. If you don't have the Magnolia Mood bundle, that's okay. You can pick something else to decorate the center with. Basically all the other measurements, you can just use whatever you have on hand. But this is one of our online exclusive sets. You can find it on my shop, laurenurbonus.stampinup.net. Just click online exclusives in the search box, or you can type in Magnolia Mood and you'll be directed both to this fun stamp set and to the gorgeous dies that go with it. So this was the die that I used to cut out a peach pie flower for my card, but of course you can add all the other details if you want. You can even stamp on white and cut out the silhouette too. That would look gorgeous. So let's get creating. This one has a lot of little pieces, but it's okay. It'll come together relatively easily. I'm going to move that over, and we're going to start with our base. So this base here, we need to do a piece that is 4 1/4 by 9 1/2. So remember, all of these measurements are in the description, so you can always pause, cut out your pieces, and then come join me. 4 1/4 by 9 1/2. Now we need to do some scoring. I've already done this, so I've scored at 1, 2, 7 1/2, 8 1/2. So doing that one more time, scoring at 1, 2, 7 1/2, 8 1/2. Those are the 4 score lines you'll need. Now the 2 lines here that are closest to this large open rectangle, we're going to be folding those 2 in. So if you've got a bone folder, give them a nice crisp fold. These other 2, we're going to fold out. They should land right on top of the other piece. And that's going to create that little pop-out feature that you see from the top looking down. Now let's get the easy piece done first, and that's going to be a piece of basic white for the inside of your card here. That is going to measure 4 by 5 1/4, and I'm putting that in just with a flat adhesive. So I'm using tape. You can use glue or seal. We're going to pop that into place here. Now, before I go further and before I forget, I do just want to remind you guys that the holiday catalog is going to be starting in September. So make sure that if you don't have a demonstrator already, that you have sent me a message so that I can get a catalog in the mail for you. If you're in Canada, if you're elsewhere, you have to find a demonstrator in your country, but I can help you do that. So holiday catalog is starting in September. We are going to be doing some fall cards and some Christmas cards right away because I know you'll be excited, but don't worry, I haven't forgotten about the annual catalog as well. We will still play with that, but I have had so much fun playing with the items that I've gotten in my pre-order, and I can't wait to share some of those with you. So there's the inside of our card. Now we need to do a bunch of cutting. So I'm going to set this to the side here, and I'm going to show you my little cheat sheet. Don't worry, all of these are listed in the description, but just so that I'm not just constantly looking down, I want to make sure to get these right. Okay, so we need some rectangles that match the pretty in pink. So rectangle 1 and 4 are going to be 2 1/8 by 3 1/4. So you need 2 of those. 2 1/8 by 3 1/4. This is how we're making our puzzle, right? 2 1/8 by 3 1/4. 2 1/8 by 3 1/4. Then we need 2 smaller ones. These ones end up going like this. There we go. So we've got 2 1/4 by 2 1/8. Two 1/4 by 2 1/8, and you'll need 2 of those. They're so close, you have to make sure they're facing the right way. Yes, that's good. So let me just confirm that we have the right cardstock. 2 1/8 by 3 1/4, and you've got 2 of those. 2 1/4 by 2 1/8, and there are 2 of those. That should be the cardstock you need. Now these pretty layers, and I'm popping them up on dimensionals because we're gonna, make life difficult here. We need 2 of them that are 1 7/8 by 3. Oh look, one easy measurement. 1 7/8 by 3. And then 2 small ones. These are going to be 1 7/8 by 2. 1 7/8 by 2. When you have those all cut, then you can start layering. We're going to use dimensionals to pop these up. Moving this so the camera refocuses, okay? So it's up to you what side you use, but I like the pretty peacock, so that's what I'm choosing. And just make sure you put dimensionals in each of the 4 corners to keep this nice and sturdy. It literally is a puzzle card. Lots of little pieces that you have to place together. This is the hardest part though, this one here. Getting it onto the card and actually getting the puzzle working, much easier. This is a great card if you have any small strips or scraps left over from projects, because at most you'd need something that's 3 inches wide. Very easy to find. There's one. Try and center it as much as you can. And really, you don't have to pop them up. I just think it looks really pretty, and because it's my pretty birthday card, I get to do what I want because it's fun. those two out of my way. Now be very careful when you're doing these little pieces because the measurements are so close. So you just want to make sure that you're facing the right way if you have a directional piece of paper. Mine is pretty forgiving, so it's not going to really matter. So yes, I'm interested to hear your guys's summer joys, but also since it's birthday week, you can throw in the comments what your favorite birthday tradition is. Mine is to go get all the freebies that I can for my birthday. So I used to go to like so many different places, but they've kind of cut them out now. We don't have Red Robins in Edmonton anymore. So I will be going to Starbucks for my drink. I will be going to Boston Pizza for my free dessert. I like going to Dairy Queen with Nathan. You usually get a buy one, get one free, either Blizzard or Peanut Butter Parfait coupon. They're always different. My birthday's tricky because it's the 31st. It's the very end of the month. And some places, they will not give you your coupon until your birthday. And then they always say, it's good for the entire month of your birthday, but mine is the last day. So my favorite thing is the Canadian Brew House. They give you an entire plate of giant nachos, but I always have to go right on my birthday because the coupon specifically says it is good for the month of your birthday, and then it will disappear. And because my birthday is the 31st, it only shows up in my account on the 31st, and I have to go. And the last year, I barely made it, but I did mention to the gentleman there, I was like, oh, it's so tricky because everybody else has 7 days. They have a week basically to use it, and I don't. So it's really, really hard because they'll give you it on your birthday and then you can use it for 7 days in that month. But mine doesn't have that. So he said, if I ever run into that problem, he's the manager on the South Side one. He's like, come back here, show me your driver's license, take a screenshot of that voucher, and I will still give you your nachos, even if you're here September 1st. So I was like, okay, phew, I don't necessarily have to make it there for my birthday, but I like all the freebies. If you're in Canada and you know of other fun places to get freebies, let me know. I used to go to Booster Juice, but they don't do the birthday ones really anymore. Or I haven't gotten the messages for them. So that's sad because I also like that. Are we ready to do crafting? Not talk about free food? Okay, so you can see here I've laid out my little sketch of these, and I've put adhesive here on these two side panels. Now what I'm going to do is I'm doing this one at a time, one side at a time. I'm going to put my two pieces from the left onto the left panel, lining up the corners of this layer with the corner of my card. Okay, and number two, these should fit. You might have a tiny bit of overlap, and that's okay. We can always trim anything off at the end. Don't overlap the two pieces, but don't worry if you have a tiny bit at the end. We'll take our trimmer here and we'll give it a nice clean cut. That's totally fine. Okay, so we've got one side done. Now we'll do the other side. Remember that because we had a large piece on the top for the left side, we're going to have a small piece on the top now for the right side. That, and my other large one comes down here, and once again I had a tiny bit of overhang, and that's okay. Really, it's not going to matter, but if it matters to you, you can certainly trim that little bit off. Okay, but let's do the rest of the project. So when I fold it down, that's how your puzzle goes together. Open and close. Now for the decal. Okay, I'm going to build this, I think, on the side and then add it to the card. Oh, I just dropped an embellishment. I see it. Have some gold gems. All right, this is one of these stylish shaped circles. It is the largest of those circles, and these are just my go-to set of dies. I just tell somebody, if you're only going to buy one shape set of dies, make it this one, because there's circles, squares, and banners all in one, and it's just the best bang for your buck, especially if you're starting out or have limited storage. I know lots of people who are moving lately, so downsizing requires less space. I just put a few dimensionals onto the back of my flower. I don't need a bunch, just enough so that it can pop up in the center here, like so. Now, when I'm going to add this to the card, I need to remember that my card closes and opens. I don't want dimensionals all over the back of this white piece, because if I accidentally put a dimensional too far into this space, it's going to close that card up. So my suggestion to you is grab a few dimensionals and put them right onto the card itself in the center area where you know this decal is going to cover them. Okay, so I've just done 3, 1, 2, 3 in the center here. Try to keep your card closed up. If you need to grab like a little block or something to put on there, you can. But put this in the very center of your space. And even though you've centered it, it's only stuck to half of it. Whoops, there we go. Like that. It's so fun. Okay, we're gonna keep going. We need happy birthday. So I'm using Pretty Peacock for that guy, and the lovely happy birthday that comes from our Magnolia mood. So I've cut myself just a strip of white. It's about 3/4 of an inch by 3 or 4 inches. It's a scrap. You're just making sure you have enough to put this stamp on, and then we're trimming off the end anyways, okay? Okay, so to trim this, I'm just taking my scissors and I'm cutting at an angle away from the Y, and then I've got this nice angled cut that says happy birthday. This guy you're going to pop up on the card. However, you'll want to put a dimensional under the word day and some tape under happy, because you don't want a lopsided tag where we have something that's popped up on dimensionals here and low down there. So on the side that you've made the cut, that's where you're going to put one dimensional. And then on the straight side, that's where we're just going to put a piece of tape. Whoop, flying away. There. All right. Happy birthday. Perfect. This card is very bright. It's very bright in here for some reason. That's okay. All right, last but not least, you can add embellishments. We have so many embellishments in our catalog, but I'm really drawn to this one set that was on the clearance rack. These nice solid gold gems. I like them. They're bold and beautiful, but we also have some nice metallic gems with some gold in there too. So anything you have on hand, go ahead and use, because I've kind of mixed it up with this card, and I'm using my favorites of things. The funny thing is, orange is not my favorite. I have struggled so much to use orange in my crafting life, but this peach pie I seem to be drawn to, and I keep using it on lots of my projects. So it's really funny. I'm not an orange person. There we go. There's your cards. Easy and fun. Little bit of cutting work for you, but super cute. Let's see if it will focus. There we go. Good. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to tune in next Tuesday again at noon for another Show Me How It's Done edition. Click that like and subscribe button so that I know what you're interested in, and I'm excited to read your comments about your birthday traditions and about your summer holidays, what you guys got up to. So lots of things for me to keep up with. I look forward to crafting with you again very soon and delving into the holiday catalog. Bye!